You needn't worry, Inspector. I'm sure if you do appear, you won't be doing anything particularly remarkable. Oh!
Yo, Rinosuke, don't bring up the guillotine hanging over his head. What the hell?
The sick burn!
You're looking to be arrested, Sunshine.
And that's abuse of power. Dude.
That's not sunshine out of you. That's not.
You heard him. That's enough sunshine out of you.
Yep.
I'm 13, Mom. I'm 13 now, Mom. I only eat unhappy meals.
It's not Hodo.
B word is not allowed in the vocabulary, apparently, according to Discord.
Blood. No, it was blood. Bloody.
Yeah, thanks. We heard you. All right, we got it. Dang.
Look, I don't see blood that often, okay?
Hello, everybody. Welcome back. All the ladies are staring me down because they're judging me and determining whether I trust Gina or not right now. That's where we left off.
I'm staring into your soul, Miss Naruhodo.
I don't care.
Iris,
y'all can leave. Get out.
Iris with her, like, big green, like, ooh eyes over here. God, okay, like, how can I, like, not say I can't trust her? Jeez.
I have a question. Why are y'all still here?
Because we care about you, Gina.
Well, cut that out.
Gina, let me say it again. Please allow me to represent you in tomorrow's trial. It's like Gina keeps picking the option where she's like, no, I don't want to do it. But there's no other, like, dialogue options if you pick that one, so it keeps looping back until she gets the right one.
But thou must.
Are you half-baked?
Not at all. You've not once admitted to committing the crime, have you? What's more, I believe that you're telling me the truth.
Well, that's stupid. Seriously, Mr. Naruhodo.
Is that the first time she's actually said or tried to say his name?
I think so.
Mr. Naruhodo. I'm doing my best. Leave me alone. Did you hear all of what I said before? I'm a born liar. Fibs just trip off me tongue. And I'm a diver, don't forget. I pulled the wool over your eyes 2 months ago and got you into all sorts of trouble. Why would you ever trust me now? I just don't get it.
Well, if we're being fair, you weren't the mastermind behind that.
Yeah.
You also admitted to all of it, so I mean...
Yeah.
Gina. I do understand why you choose not to put your trust in others. But I assure you, there is more to this life than you yet realize.
Susato will get in there and then take you down.
Yeah.
Just I'm getting tired of your tsundere.
You're right.
Is that what I should do? Okay, Miss Naruhodo, let's line up Susato take on time.
What? Me? No!
Yes, it has to be you. I have to show Gina how it works.
What have I done? No! I didn't sign up to this and I didn't agree with this. We're not doing that.
No, wait, hang on. Let's not write this off real quick.
No!
What do you mean?
World we live in. It's full of people you would do very well to trust. People who won't ever let you down.
Eh?
Okay, Discord. It's true that I'm just a student of law, and I'm certainly lacking in courtroom experience. But I can promise you this. Whatever happens, and until my very last breath, I am completely on your side.
What do you expect me to say to that?
Rick Astley.
Oh.
And it's decided. I will take these papers now and carry out the necessary preparations for tomorrow's trial.
This is the closest you'll get to a confirmation, honestly, yeah.
You'll be ashamed to throw it away now after it's been penned with your name so beautifully.
Do what you like. You Eastern lot are I don't know what you are. I don't get you.
Gina's just tired.
Get out!
Too much cheer in here.
Y'all leave!
Gina's taken herself off to the back of her cell. She'd never admit it, but I hope she's feeling relieved. That turned out alright in the end, I think.
Ellipses.
Never had you there.
Oh,
Oh God!
Show yourself at once! You starting is the height of cowardice!
Mrs. Sato?
Somebody is here in the shadows, I can sense it! Somebody who wasn't there before!
What? It's probably KB. I'm gonna throw...
Blimey, you're shut, eh?
Yoey!
Oh, it was indeed the. I suppose you were using one of those mystic Japanese arts, like the art of stealth I heard so much about.
Uh-huh. If anyone was being stealthy, it was you, Inspector.
Apparently not, since Susato found out.
Rexy!
Oh dear me, I'm most terribly sorry, your ladyship. I didn't mean to startle you.
How long have you been listening in on our conversation?
Good grief! Listen in, no. I just got word of some visitors that were refusing to leave even though it was after hours.
Oh.
I'm sure your ladyship, I only just arrived. This very minute, not a moment earlier. That's all it is. Nothing untoward, nothing at all.
After hours? Is it that late already?
I humbly excuse myself now, your ladyship. Ta-ta, to-do-do, cheerio, all the best, bye, bye.
Sir, that's a lot of farewells, and not one of them appropriate for her ladyship.
Oh, I think
He also didn't actually tell us to leave.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, but I wanted to have a chat.
I'm terribly sorry, but time is pressing at the minute.
Oh, I see. That's a shame.
If I don't get this emergency to the Supreme Court death to stop it, Lord Strongheart will...
Emergency?
Lord Strongheart?
Nothing fucking said anything! Anyway, I'm off.
All right, Grexy, if you have to. But let's chat soon.
Delighted, charmed, can't wait, if you please, my pleasure.
That's a lot of pleasantries, and not one of them sounded sincere. And he didn't kick us out.
Grexy's so funny. He says such silly things.
It's certainly entertaining to see an inspector of the police fawning to a 10-year-old girl. But anyway, I wonder what this emergency is at the Supreme Court.
Let's attend to the court clerk's office now before it closes.
Yes, of course. Thank you, Mrs. Sato.
Please escort Iris home now, Miss Naruhodo. I shall meet you there later.
So does Susato forget that she's supposed to be leaving for Japan?
No, she probably remembers she's just gonna,
She's still doing her work, you know? She's still there.
like, they didn't come here very much to begin with, so it's literally, I pack a suitcase, I'm leaving, bye.
And so our investigation came to an end. Susato-san went to file the necessary papers for my defense of Gina the following day. And then it hit me. I could no longer suppress the wretched feeling that had been gnawing away at my insides. Tomorrow, Susato-san would be leaving Britain and making her way back to Japan.
Paper signed. Have a nice day now, Miss Naruhodo. Bye!
16th of April, 11:13 p.m. Naruhodo's legal consultancy.
Yes, Kitty, I didn't leave yet. Naruhodo-san. It's been a very trying day, hasn't it? I do hope you're not too exhausted.
What about you, Susato-san? Today has been even more trying for you, I'm sure. Mr. Sholmes was shot before our eyes. Gina was arrested. All on the back of the news that her father has fallen ill and that she must return to Japan at once. I hope your father recovers soon.
Thank you for your kind words.
That awkwardness before farewells.
I wonder why it is that so many thoughts rage in my head like a storm, and yet I seem unable to find the words to express any of them.
I know exactly what you mean.
Anyway, I have one final task to complete as your judicial assistant. Once that is done, I shall make preparations for my departure tomorrow.
One final task?
It's not to take down.
No.
It's just 2 months since we arrived in London. But we've managed to establish this office. It was finally feeling as though we were settling in. I would be lying if I said I felt no regrets.
I'm so sorry, Susato-san.
It's just so sudden. I really don't know what to think. I've had no time to gather my thoughts.
I know we've only been here for a short time, but in my limited experience of the courtroom, I feel I've learned something.
What would that be?
It seems to me there are many facets to people's personalities.
Facets?
And like a jewel, the light plays off them in complex patterns, illuminating their actions and their motives. But we only see. Oh. Oh.
Oops.
Oh, I think there's an
Sorry.
Okay.
Sorry, person who was trying to edit the scripts.
Look, this is a visual novel. I can't blame
I know.
them. God.
I know. That's why I'm like, oh, I'm sorry.
Okay, but we only see a small number of the total facets, and what is illuminated is only a part of the whole story. I think they were trying to do like another sentence here, and then they just reconsidered it.
Well, I think it was they had written it, but they weren't sure to put the C, and by the time this had to go to print,
Yeah, maybe.
whatever, they was still left in there like, oh, oops.
What lies in the shadows? What do these facets we cannot see look like? Perhaps there are some parts we'll never lay eyes on for as long as we live.
There's also the trickery of the human mind, is that when you read something and you don't read it aloud, your mind will skip over things
yeah.
it doesn't think are necessary. So whoever might have been editing that probably just said, oh, this is what, that seems right. And unfortunately, so.
That's so true.
Sometimes I feel as though I'm blind to so much, but I keep hoping that one day it will all become clear. That all the facets will be eliminated, and I'll finally understand how everything fits together. Facets is slowly becoming less of a word now, because I can't read it right.
So,
I suppose what matters is that we keep our eyes open and keep moving forward, even if the way sometimes seems dark.
it's amazing to think it's just been 2 months. You've grown so much.
Sorry? What?
No, it was nothing. Unimportant.
Do you know what time you will leave London in the morning?
Yes, I picked up my ticket earlier. I should be leaving here at 4 a.m.
Ooh, you should be
Do
sleeping.
you even sleep?
Right?
I can sleep on the ship.
Well, I'll escort you to the station.
Absolutely not.
Sorry?
I'm sure you realize why I couldn't possibly let you do that. You have a very important day ahead of you tomorrow.
Gina's trial. Yes, I know, but
Every word you utter will have the potential to determine Gina's fate. You must get as much rest as possible. Even though, like me, I'm sure you'll find it hard to sleep. But please, for me, do try.
You mentioned one final task a moment ago. What did you mean?
Oh my, I nearly forgot. Please, I want you to have this.
What is that? Some huge bundle of documents.
It's my notes from the case 2 months ago. The murder was committed on the omnibus.
The McGilded case.
It seems to me that the case of Mr. Windyleg's murder, of which Gina is accused, is very much tied up with the omnibus case, in ways that are not completely apparent. So I took the liberty of consolidating my writings about the case for you.
With everything else she's had to think about, Susato-san still managed to do this, and all neatly laid out for me in her beautiful handwriting.
It's my pleasure. I can only hope that it will boost your case tomorrow for Gina.
Thank you so much, Susato-san. I'll do my best to use it wisely. You really are the best judicial assistant in the world.
That's extremely flattering. But I'm sorry to say that I have been a complete failure.
Sorry, I didn't quite catch what you said there.
Oh, ignore me. It was just mumbling to myself.
Hang on, could you say that again? It sounded like something crazy was in my ears.
I'm going to take this one over, Mr. Eggman. McGilder case notes. Notes collated by me about the McGilder case that we worked on 2 months ago.
Thanks, Susato.
I don't know how to respond to that, actually.
Well, it's getting rather late. I think you should go to bed now, Naruhodo-san. I must finish packing up my things in my room.
Susato-san, I
wish you the very best of luck tomorrow. Good night.
Wait! There's something I need to say.
Yeah!
There's your toss.
You say nothing.
What?
I knew that was going to happen
What?
at some point.
What was that?
Secret technique of mine. The Susato shutdown.
Okay. Shut down?
Please, I implore you. If we have to voice our goodbyes, I won't be able to hold back my tears.
Oh.
I mean, I was kind of hoping she'd do the takedown and just put him to sleep right away.
Susato-san.
In some places, that's called a concussion.
It's fine!
It truly had been a trying day. On our feet for hours, getting Gina to open up to us, and learning the truth about that nemesis of a case. Physically and mentally, I was exhausted. And yet the idea of sleep seemed impossible. But I forced myself to close my eyes. And as a cacophony of scenes of our lives here in London played through my mind. I don't think I said that right, but whatever.
Yeah, close enough.
Cacophony? It's cacophony, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Eventually, my fatigue triumphed, and I fell into a deep sleep. To be continued? Oh, okay. April 17th April, The Small Hours, St. Sinners Hospital, Ward 3. Okay. This is probably final. That doesn't sound like Susato. We're in the same...
Yes, I
Yeah, sorry.
Yes, I quite understand.
We're in St. Sinners, and the only person I know that's in there is Holmes right now. That's
That is a
KV.
great-
No, that's KV. That was a higher pitch beep.
Oh.
That is a great weight off my mind.
A candle. Alright.
Rest assured, I shall put everything in place, exactly as we have discussed.
Thank you so much. It has been an honor and pleasure to be acquainted with you, Mr. Sholmes.
On the contrary, the pleasure has been mine. I bid you farewell, and Godspeed. My dear madam.
What? Okay. Now we get to be continue.
Misato had to say her real goodbyes to her real friend here.
Wow. What?
I mean, he didn't get a shutdown.
When I awoke the following morning, Susato-san was already gone. Outside the window, the rain came down in sheets. And so began an even longer day than the last, one that I would remember for the rest of my days. 17th of April, 9:32 a.m., the Old Bailey, defendant's antechamber. Good morning, Gina. Cool.
Glad we had this talk.
I'm determined to prove your innocence today. I'm sure we can do it.
So where's your friend then?
Sorry?
You know, her in the fancy dress.
She told you yesterday she's leaving.
So Sardo, or however you say it. I don't know.
Mrs. Sato had to leave early this morning. She was already gone by the time I woke up.
You alright with that, are you? Forget about me if you like. Go and see her off.
It's fine. It's not as though Mrs. Sato and I won't meet again. One day.
Even so.
But you, Gina, you only get one chance. This trial today is all we have. Good morning, you two. Is this Iris? Yes. Oh, she brought the cat. Oh,
It
no.
was the cat all along.
Meow. How are you feeling,
Meow,
Ginny?
meow, mew, meow, meow.
How are you feeling, Ginny? Did you manage to sleep?
Wait, I'm sorry,
Okay.
I didn't do that correctly. Meow. Iris, what are you doing here?
What do you mean? When a friend is in need, we show our support. Isn't that right, Waggy?
Oh.
Waggy!
Great way to show your support, kitty.
He showed his support for 5 seconds. Quota's met. Let him have a nose around. What harm can it do?
Oh, that reminds me. I bought a paper on the way here.
Let him have the nose around. What harm can it do? In this game, he'll probably stumble into a crime scene somehow.
Now, would you like the good news or the bad news? What do you say, Runo? Genie?
Oh, well, I think I'd rather get the bad news out of the way first.
Yeah, always take the good news first. You might not live to hear the bad.
Yes, that question always gives away people's personalities.
Let's not go there.
Alright then, I'll give you the bad news first. A record amount of rain has fallen this morning and carriages all over the capital are struggling to move.
Huh? The bad news was a weather report?
So I hope that Susie made her train to Dover and that the train isn't delayed on its way to the port.
Gosh, yes.
Alright then, so what's the good news?
Well, the rain is forecast to subside this afternoon. So even if the the train is delayed, it should be able to make up the time later. Well, that is good news, isn't it?
How is this relevant to what's going
This
on?
has nothing to do with anything.
Don't give a monkeys, really.
If only all good news canceled out the bad.
And look,
If only this meant anything.
this trial has made the headlines too. Pawnbroker,
Maybe you should have started with that.
pawnbroker perishes in pig purse plunder. See?
How do you like that? Well, let them say what they want. See if I care.
I can't because you're covering your face.
I went to school for journalism, and I'll tell you right now, if you use alliteration in your headline, the professor would get mad at you and go, "No, that's stupid. You just tell it in the simplest way possible. Don't be fancy."
You won't believe your eyes.
So you don't do that either.
What? You're telling me
Oh,
you
wait.
don't over-sensationalize a headline?
No clickbaiting
That's what you're
allowed.
not supposed to do. Everyone does it anyway, though.
Yeah.
I can vouch for
Nationwide
KV.
detective has been shot. You won't believe what happened after.
Yeah, I can vouch for KV after taking journalism classes and quitting.
Don't worry, Runa will soon show everyone that this headline is nonsense.
I will?
And then in tomorrow's paper, the headlines will be Discharged diver is dauntless do-gooder. Isn't that right, Runa?
Oh,
No, that wouldn't move units.
yeah. Let's hope so.
I mean, I give her props for thinking alliteration so quickly off the top of her head.
Right?
Yeah, that's fair, but you gotta think, no. It's gonna be something involving some info that got revealed in the case. No one's gonna care about Gina as a person. That's not how papers work.
You're
Papers
right,
don't
though.
care about people as a person.
Of course they will. I have absolute faith in you.
I mean, she takes liberties in the Herlock Sholmes story, so yeah.
How
Yeah,
was that?
I know what I said.
I was trying to sound like Susie. Did it work? Did it?
It's like she was still here.
Today's paper. This morning's paper purchased by Iris. Gina's case features prominently.
Thank you, Eggman.
You're very welcome.
Good luck then, Runo. I'll do what I can.
Huh?
Obviously, I don't know the law like Susie does, but still. I got
Emma
a
Sky
gun.
is here to play.
Oh,
Oh,
oh.
God, it's a bazooka!
I'll be by your side the whole time, giving you moral support and encouragement.
Emma Sky is no longer here to play.
I'm not sure
She is
that
no longer asking.
I'm not sure that big thing is as comforting as you think it is, to be honest. But thank you.
She will not
Iris.
hesitate.
That's very kind of you.
Iris will not hesitate. Oh yeah, Iris.
Yes,
Can I have that
Jimmy?
one?
No, you can't. I need it.
Well, I was wondering is all about Sholmes. Did they fix him up all right?
Yes, the operation was a great success. But Hurley still hasn't come around yet.
Eh?
I've asked a friend of mine at Scotland Yard to send a telegram as soon as he wakes up.
I'm sure Gregson will let us know the moment there's news.
Oh, right.
No Susato-san and no Mr. Sholmes. It's all down to me today to prove that Gina is innocent of this crime.
Muscle stride. Calls for defense. The trial's about to begin. Please make your way into the courtroom.
It's time then.
Yes, let's go, Gina. Iris.
They let a 10-year-old girl into the...
Sure!
Is Gregson gonna tell her no?
Is Gregson even here right now?
Is any of them gonna tell her no?
Lead the way, Runo.
If Strongheart
It's
was
just-
here, he'd say no.
It's just
Like,
Ryunosuke and a band of little girls.
Yo, imagine this like 10-year-old girl walking like between the bailiffs and the bailiffs like, oh my God, it's the famous Iris. Oh, please, come in. Do come in.
Can I get your autograph?
Your ladyship, please come in.
Poor Gina. She's trying to put on a brave face, but I can tell she's worried and scared. I have to believe in her from start to finish. That's the weapon that will secure our victory here. If I learned anything from my great friend, it's that. Him shouting, "Don't fuck it up," in the corner.
Yeah, I was just waiting for the line, but it never came.
17th April, 10 a.m., the Old Bailey courtroom. We're back, kids. Rubble, 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 rubble.
Oh, hey, Santa's back. Wait a minute. In the name of Her Majesty the Queen, I hereby declare the court to be in session. This trial to determine the guilt or innocence of Miss Gina Lestrade. I now call upon the counsels for the prosecution and defense to declare their willingness to proceed.
Prosecution is ready.
The defense is ready.
Lord Van Zeeks,
My lord,
remind me, how many years ago was it that you withdrew from the public prosecution service?
doesn't look like it matters because I'm here anyway. It was some 5 years ago, my lord.
Yes, and then 2 months ago you resurfaced somewhat unexpectedly, and here you are again today.
My lord, you can't just call out the script like that.
I believe I can. I am the lord of the courtroom. Are there some circumstances of which the court should be aware that have led to this erratic behavior? In what one might describe as your former life 5 years past, you dealt exclusively in matters concerned with the highest echelons of society and government.
Really?
Yet today, you choose to try a simple case of burglary and murder. I confess I find it more than a little befuddling, Counsel.
This is a simple case, though.
2 types of person I cannot abide. Firstly, those wealthy scoundrels who hide behind a mask of philanthropy to cheat the public at large.
He means Mr. McGilded, who you defended against the Reaper 2 months ago.
Yes, thank you,
Let the
sassy lost child.
Who let this sassy lost child in?
Yeah, I just about managed to work that out, thank you. Magnus McGilded. If I'd known what a monster he was, I never would have defended him.
And secondly, even more loathsome, those wily scoundrels who masquerade as allies only to effect total betrayal in the final hour. In other words, the confidence tricksters from those tiny islands in the Far East. The Nipponese.
I have to beg your pardon, Lord Van Zeeks,
What?
but that is a tad racist.
Did he really just say that?
There are only two things I can't stand. People intolerant of other people's cultures, and the Japanese.
He means you now, Runo.
I actually managed to work that out too. Thank you, Iris.
So did you want me to dumb it down for you?
Total betrayal? What are you talking about? That torrid look of hatred in Lord Van Zeek's eyes. Was that directed solely at me, or was he talking about all Japanese people?
Which one would be better?
Alarmingly scathing explanation, Lord Van Zeeks. Still, the judiciary welcomes the return of the so-called Reaper of the Bailey, feared by all London's malefactors.
I love how he just admitted to blatant racism and no one batted an eye.
I mean, this is the 19th.
This is the
The
UK.
British Empire, the most tolerant country in the world.
The most tolerant country, who invaded all the other countries.
Right?
Therefore making it even more tolerant. Your lordship is too kind.
Now, jurors, the 6 of you have been selected at random.
That word is doing a lot of heavy lifting.
Completely random.
I assure everyone of the court and the gallery that they were selected at complete random to represent the will of the people in this trial.
At random, you say?
Are you ready to hear the Why is the freaking Russian guy here?
Yo, wait, isn't that a known terrorist? Isn't that a known terrorist? Bro!
I think.
Are you kidding me?
Like, ignore the fact that we've seen majority of these jurors already. Just the fact that that guy in the end is there.
Yo, hang on. Did juror number 6 change to his, like, day job of a doctor, or?
Okay.
Like, hang on. Are you a doctor in your... I have questions.
Well, I guess I guess you can hold off on reading this line, Kiwi, because we're a little
That's
out of
fine.
time, and we're all a little struck about the selections of the jurors for this trial.
Bro, I think we should cancel this trial, and this just turned into an international affair.
We'll work this out maybe in the next video. See you all then.
There is a terrorist in there! Bro!
And a war veteran.